Good morning, everyone. We got Brian Flegel here, Kevin Scott, Randy Hill, Trey, two-wheel pair of dice, and Mad Hatter. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get started here. We got 3632 dice set, cousin 2. And it is cold down in the basement here. Kevin Scott says stay warm. It's 26 degrees outside, so not as cold as it has been lately. Ooh, high energy. 5-6. Yo. 3536. Right one landed before the left one did. Aces, magic aces. That's not a normal result. 3632. Dice only left my fingers. 415. Truck and camper. Two, 4, 2, 1. These lines so tight together they split and stopped. 6-1. Well, 3 unique throws. 3 different results. 3 shitty throws. Let's get this switched around here and get some good habits going here, Joe. Three, 5. Find out that one. So if you guys saw the video I did, I put out on yesterday, I think it was. 6365. Towards the end of the video, I did like about 5 or 6 throws. And that was all done in probably about 10 to 12 throws. I actually edited them down to those 5 or 6. So about half of them is what I used. The other half were close, but not what I was looking for. So got to present the best options there. And we got a 6-4. What I was looking for is for the dice to land in this area here or to roll to the left. The couple that I did throw out had like 1 dice run off of me or something like that, which happens. It happens. 2624. And I had Arnell under. He was teasing me a little bit. He ain't wrong. Arnell says he's never seen a perfect toss, which I agree with. 2, 3, 5. And we got a 6-2, 6-3. If you've ever seen Arnell toss, he throws an off-axis toss into the corner. And he uses a 5-4-2-3 set, the all-winner set, pretty much exclusively. He does have a couple other sets he uses. He's had some pretty long rolls, but his theory is that you cannot throw him on axis. But if you watch every one of his throws are almost exactly the same. So there is some influence involved there as well on the flip side. So 1513. Good morning, Carlo. Yeah, you throw closer to the wall. Yeah. When I'm throwing down there, I used to have a landing zone like right here. I would focal on this point here. In fact, when I went down to Vegas, I would focus on this part here. But since Vegas, I've actually focusing on the wall itself. And I use my peripheral vision for the landing zone. And I'm more worried about not so much the landing zone itself as I'm more interested in the energy of the dice and how they're coming off the back wall. They come off high energy or back row, either or back wall really far. I'll either pull the energy down or I'll pull the landing zone back. So that's kind of my little MO. Yeah, so my landing zone you're going to see is a little bit different almost every throw because I'm looking more at the energy of the dice and how they're coming off the back wall. So if that makes any sense. There's so many things after you shoot a video and put it out that you think about that. I could have said this, I could have said that, I could have did this, I could have done that. Could have showed this, I could have showed that. You know, all those types of things. So maybe a sequel video might be coming up. I don't know. Who knows? Right one's a little bit higher than the left one. 314, Big Joe. Lazy Dog, good morning. You learned the correct way to hold and throw a beer bottle. As long as you're not throwing it at your dog. You're funny. We got a 5-3, 5-1. And as long as you're not throwing it at your wife, I'm sure she would appreciate that as well. It's hard to. Two, 6, 8. That one was fine. That right one stuck to the back wall, and they both went. If you saw that, they went right along the back wall, so I was fine with that one. 4246. Good morning, Mad Dog. Good morning, Jim. Oh, it depends on the angle of the land. Angle of the energy, how fast you throw them, where you release them from, how your fingers are positioned when you release them. All that plays a big part of it. %. Like that one there was a higher arc, and they both came down. One didn't get all the way down. We got a 4 through 7. So let's get this show started here, and let's go. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 486 of the Level program and day number 196 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we got Brian Flegel from Green Bay checking in number 1, followed up by Kevin Scott, who's saying stay warm. It is cold here in the CMJ dungeon. It is 26 degrees outside, which is a little bit warmer than it has been lately, but still pretty darn cold out there. We got 2-wheel apparel dice. So it's Trey. We got Mad Hatter, Carlo, Lazy Dog, Jim Badger 87, and we got Ashish, Clay Hall, Mad Dog, Dice DJing Chris, Mid-Atlantic Craps Jeff, and we got Georgia Girl. Good morning to everybody. It is Monday morning here. It is January 6th of 2025, and we're going to continue on with our series here. If you watched, last Friday was the first losing day that we had in quite a while, and we only lost about $150 off our bankroll. So we're still above where we started on January 1st. We started at a $4,000 bankroll. So we're coming in today with $47.15. We have a win goal of $472 today. Our stop loss, if I was in a real casino, would be at $707. We're coming in with 82 wins and 23 losses. We got E2 Gaming checking in, Eddie. We got 208 Craps, Joel checking in. We got Uncle Hoku. Good morning to everybody. So Chris Dice Dejan is going to probably start bragging here because the Packers lost, and guess who is playing next week Sunday? I believe it's at 3 o'clock Central Time, and that would be the Packers against those lowly other green team Eagles coming up there. So good. Best of luck to both teams, and hopefully we have a successful playoff run for the Packers. So yes, sir. Coming down, says down Clay, says Dejan. But Dejan already texted me. He says that he's going to be going to the game, and I'm a little bit jealous that he will be there. But anyway, let's get started here on the app. Click on that live tab. That'll bring you over to the game that we're playing. Remember, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. No money is exchanged here, and we are not promoting any products at all. But let's get started here. I am not going to do any line bets here. Damn Cheddarhead says the sheesh. Let's go all bets set and dice out. And we're going to be on level... where are we at? Level 5 for the CMJ betting plan. Remember, if you put a super chat in, you can choose the color of the next shooter's dice. We're going to start with the frosted reds here. 3632 and dice out. Yeah, a little bit of a roll off there, but we're going to start off with a 246, a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. And that was using that 3632 day set with a 246 result. So it's marked that point of 6. And for level 5 of the CMJ plan, we're going to start with 320 across, 350 in at 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 60 in at 6 and 8. I got a batch of edibles to enjoy the scenery, says Clay. Wow, Mr. Mustache, says sheesh. But anyhow, guys, Netflix is showing the playoffs. I didn't know that. Huh. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 1, 4 for our dice set. 1, 2, 1, 4. So we cross 6s on the bottom. And we'll call it all bets set. Dice out. Looking for an inside number here. Or a 410 will be fine as well. But dice out. Ooh, I veered off to the right a little bit on my landing zone, but we have a 5-6. We have a Yo Chef. The 5-6 Yo. And that was using a 1, 2, 1, 4 dice set. So make sure you play along on the app here, guys, so you can test out your betting strategies here against the CMJ rolling of the day. Good morning, Chris. Demon Dog Chris checking in. And excuse me, that Yo did nothing for our bet, so that'll bring us to a 3, 5, 3, 6 dice set. 3V in the top, 3, 5, 3, 6. I don't mind Tom Brady's commentary. It's not the worst. The one that actually drives me nuts is Collinsworth. Collinsworth is the worst commentary, the most whiny little piece of whatever there is out there. That's the one I don't like, Chris. But it is what it is. Anyhow, dice out. 3, 6, 3. I'm sorry, 3, 5, 3, 6. I don't mind Brady. I don't even mind Aikman. I don't mind his either. And we got a little bit of a roll off on that one. 6-6-12. That is the OMC Crapsee. All the dots, all the spots, midnight. So a little bit of an irregular throw there. 3-5-3-6 dice set. And that is midnight. One of the ends for those people playing the ATS, the bookends, or World Bet or Craps Check. Yeah, Collinsworth is terrible. Scissors in your ears? Yeah. I'd probably choose worse than that, but okay. 3-6-3-2 is our dice set. Again, that is no help for us. Good morning, Kay Fisher. And we got all bets set here. Oh, Snoop Dogg football rap sucks. Wow. Lazy Dog throwing it in. Okay, let's go all bets set here. 3-6-3-2 is the dice set. Still looking for a hit here. Dice set. And we got a hard 8, the square pair. So that is going to be hit number 1. The dice did land really nice. They came down nice and even together uniformly. 3-6-3-2 dice set with a 4-4 hard 8 square pair result. So let's throw the talls today. Throw the tall numbers. And now let's make all dogs run to the kennel. Anyhow, it is getting deep here. Let's go to $96 on that 6 and on the 8. And hopefully we'll hit another 6 and 8 or 8 coming up here so we get out of the shooter ASAP. Doesn't matter though, any roll, any number hit should be able to get us out of there. 3-6-3-2 is what we're going back to. And we'll call that all bets set here. Dice out. They split apart just slightly when they left my fingers. 2-3-5, Justice Jen. And that was using a 3-6-3-2 dice set. 3-6-3-2 with a 2-3-5. Result, excuse me, got a tickle in my throat here. So it was a busy weekend this weekend here in the CMJ household here. On Saturday, my son came over and he gave us our Christmas present. I had he works as a plumber and he had found a black sink for us. So he put a black sink in for us and put his plumbing skills to use. That was a 5 there. So let's bring our bets down. We have $140 brought back to rack. Let's go 96 across and we'll start our next progression on the CMJ plan. That's going to bring us to a 6-2, 6-3 dice set. Cross 6s on the top. 6-2, 6-3. I also shot and edited that video at the end of last week and then over the weekend. If you didn't see that, make sure you check out the channel here. It was my best edited video that I've put out in the last 10 videos. So they blew all the other numbers away. I have almost 500 views since yesterday morning, which is pretty amazing for me. Usually I'm about 150 views, so must have done something right there. 6-2, 6-3. Dice out. A bit high on that one. We have the Old Bay Bushel 5-5 hard 10. And again, using a 6-2, 6-3 dice set. For future videos, though, guys, if you want to see me do something, put something together, talk about something, show something, anything like that, make sure you put in a chat here, things that you guys are looking for, so I know what kind of content will be valid and hopefully helpful for you guys. We hit a 10 there. Let's make that 10 look like $25. We'll make that a buy bet. We'll do the same thing on that 4. And that's going to bring us back to a 3-6-3-2. Anytime we get a Hardway on top, we always go back to our base 3V dice set, whether it be the cousin 2 or cousin 1 set. Thank you, E2 Gaming. It was something I was thinking about for a while, and then I started making it, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it, but it actually worked out well, in my opinion. But anyhow, all bets set here. Dice out. 3-6-3-2. Dice put apart again when he left my fingers. This time we got a 6-5 mid-mo yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. 3-6-3-2. I think that's going to be a single pitch of the dice. The 6-5 yo result. Double pitch. Never mind. That was 1/4 turn off. Again, that's going to be no help for us. That'll bring us to a 4-6-4-5. And we'll call it all bet set. That's your landing zone, says Mad Hatter. Yep. Top of the leaderboard is 2 dormant, except for no drink Letty. Guess everybody else is digging out. Yeah, Friday was a tough day. Like I said, I lost about $150, but I was being very disciplined. Now it's our first losing session we've had in a long, long time. Dice out. But everybody can lose at some time or another. So how you capitalize that? 3-4-7. Ouch. That one, the dice came on nice and tight down there. It won't look nice going down there. 4-6-4-5. 3-4-7. Ouch. So that will be the end of the first shooter. And we made $51 on that shot. So let's start over here. The shooter number 2. That was 8 rolls long, so just about average. We'll start again, 3-6-3-2. See how that goes. If that does not go well, we'll switch over to that cousin 1 set. So let's see what that leaderboard looks like. Dupree's up on top. Lazy Dog's up on top. Lazy Dog is off the table already. No drink ladies up there. Awesome. CMJ is down at 14th spot out of 96 people. So not too shabby, I guess. But anyhow, let's call this all bets set. Shooter number 2. 22 people playing along on the app. And we've got 28 people watching. 12 thumbs up. Make sure you spread the love there, guys, before you leave here by hopefully giving me thumbs up or thumbs down. Either one does not matter. 3-6-3-2. Dice out. A little bit long on that one. We got a 2-5-7 Bruce on the come out. That's going to be a pass lane winner, come out natural. And that was a mechanical deficiency. My landing zone was way too close to the back wall. One boom, boom, really super fast on that. And that is not something I do want to see. So we're going to stick with the same dice set, but we're going to try to pull back that landing zone just a touch. Good morning, Glenn. So we have 3-6-3-2. I'll give you just a few seconds there, Glenn, to get going here. And again, 3-6-3-2 is our dice set to come out with. Shooter number 2. And let's go dice out. Left one stuck. We got a 1-3-4, the Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So it's marked that point of 4. And that's using a 3-6-3-2 dice set 1-3-4 result. And again, I do want both of those dice to hit the back wall. That time only one of them did, but that is my main goal. Going hybrid, says Glenn. Okay. Snipe. Anyhow, we got 320 across. SP 50 and a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 60 and a 6 and 8. Our dice set is going to be a 2, 1, 2, 3 dice set. 2, 1, 2, 3. And I will call that all bets set here and dice out. So on the come out, guys, do not play the dark side. Deep DC bet. DC, DC, DC. I can't repeat that enough with me. Dice out. A little bit to the right on my landing zone, we have a 3, 6, 9. That is a triple D, the Dice Dr. Dan. And I was using a 2, 1, 2, 3 dice set. That 3, 6, 9 result. If I entered it in right, 3, 6, 9. There we go. So it's marked that point at 9. No, we have the point at 4 marked. Silly me, that's going to be hit number 1 for us. And on level 5, we'll bring that 5 and 9. We'll make it look like $85. Again, next hit will get us out of the shooter, but my goal is to hit that 5 or 9 again, so that way we can get a little bit extra money brought back to the rack. We have a 2, 3, 2, 6, 2, 3, 2, 6. And all bets set. There's 26 people playing along here. For some reason, when I'm gripping the dice today, the front of the dice are split apart. So that means I'm putting a little bit too much pressure with my thumb when I'm pushing or holding the dice. And we have 5, 3, 8, a grape ape. And that'll be enough to get us out of the shooter, but not as much profit as I would like to see with that 5 or 9 if that would hit again. But anyhow, that'll give us a 2, 3, 2, 6 dice set. And we got a 5, 3, 8 result. So 2 hits and down. 2 hits and down is what our goal is here. And that'll keep us afloat. So it's $140 brought back to rack. We're going to drop our bets down. We'll bring it to 96 across. Oops. 15 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 18 on that 6 and 8. And that'll bring us to a 1, 5, 1, 3 dice set. Cross 6s on the bottom. 1, 5, 1, 3. Tricks are for kids. Yep. We'll go all bets set here. Dice out. The right one split right off. But there's our 5 we're looking for. We got a 415, the truck and camper. Truck, trailer, truck, and camper. It's Brian from Cramping Camper. Anyhow, that was using a 1513 dice set. And we got a 415 result. So a couple shout outs here, guys. Craig, oh, big craps. We need to get him to 1,000. He's been hovering around that 900 something mark for a while now. We need to get him to 1,000. So if you've not subscribed to Craig from Obey Craps, please go check him out and give him a like and subscribe. Great guy, great content. And he's a staple of our community here. We hit a 5 there. So let's make that 5 and the 9 look like $25. Second shout out I'm going to give is Alfredo, who is no longer Texas Crap Shooters. He is now Alfredo TCS. So he started a new YouTube channel. I don't know what all happened, what all got resolved and all that stuff. So make sure you go out and give him a like and subscribe as well. Alfredo TCS. Lazy Dog asked if I updated my channel description. 250 winning sessions. I did not. Update it. Who knows? It might be something down the road, or 500 plus experienced hours. Who knows? Maybe something like that too. But anyway, we'll go all bets set here and dice out. 2, 4, 2, 1. Dice out. And we got a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. And that left eye popped off pretty far. I do not like the way that looked. 2-4-2-1 dice set. Again, I want those dice to land at or tight to the wall if I can and as close together as possible. That is the ultimate goal. But I guess if I can get one out of how many, that would be better than none of out of how many. We're dropping $3. We'll make that 6 and 8 look like $30. And that'll bring us to a 3-1-3-5 dice set. Good morning, Mel. And all bet set. Dice out. So if I took everything down, we'd be at 49-48. Our goal is to get to 51.87. So that brings us what? About $100 away. Dice out. And we're still going to be down there. 6-1-7. Ouch. Just not getting these landings to go good today. I've not seen any repeatability whatsoever. That's all on me, not on the dice. 3-1-3-5, 6-1-7. Ouch. So the 7 roller. Let's switch over to the cousin one set. Give that a shot once. See how it works. We did make a profit of $42 there. So if I took everything down, or my current bankroll, I should say, is at 48.08. So that means we're up almost $100 for the day here. We're new 3-2-3-6. Some people say if it's not broken, don't fix it. But we're going to try to fix it here with a 3-2-3-6 dice set. Go ahead and switch over to cousin one sets for now for a little bit. 3-2-3-6. Good morning, Big Kahuna. And dice out. Tonight is going to be a show that Jeff is producing. No, that's tomorrow. I'm sorry. Tomorrow is. And it's going to be Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Crapsee with G. He's going to start showing some of Howard's tosses. So make sure you check that out tomorrow night. The dice they crossed, the right one did not get all the way down. I'm sorry, the left one did not get all the way down. 2-5-7 Bruce on the come out. That's going to be a pass line winner. Come out natural. 3-2-3-6. We'll give that cousin one set another chance here. 3-2-3-6 that was. 2-5-7 result. It is a pass line winner. Come out natural and a DP loser. 3-2-3-6. Now you're plus $58 after missing that first shooter. Yeah. So anyhow, all bets set here. So good morning, Dan. 42 degrees, 26 here. So you're not much warmer here. Much warmer than we are here. Here we go. Dice out. Ooh, that one landed nice. 5-6. Yo, chef. That one went down nice, landed nice, stayed down here nice. But we got a 5-6. Yo, chef result. Pass line winner come out natural. 3-2-3-6 with a 5-6 result. And another double pitch of the dice. So that means I'm pushing it with my thumb, and I need to be releasing it with the thumb, not pushing. But it is what it is. That brings us to a 4-5-4-6. 4-5-4-6. That's no help for us, so we will go exact opposite of last row. Yeah, dice out. And this should be the opposites, hopefully, because it is cousin one. We were using cousin two for the other set, so this should be the opposite sister numbers you should be seeing here, if it's done correctly. Dice out. And we got 3-5 grape 8. That left one did pop up and came right back down. So we are marking that point of 8 using a 4-5-4-6 dice set. 4-5-4-6, 3-5-8 result. So again, we're going to go 320 across. Whoops, no previous bets. Silly me, hit the wrong button. 15 to 4, 5, 9, 10, 60 on that 6 and 8. And that'll bring us to a 1, 3, 1, 5 dice. Cross 6s on the bottom. 1, 5, 1. I'm sorry, 1, 3, 1, 5. 1, 3, 1, 5. Less energy, less bounce. Yep, dice out. One, 4, 5. And that is going to be the KitchenAid, the trucking camper. I'm sorry. 1, 4, 5 is a trucking camper. Using a 1, 3, 1, 5 dice set. 1, 4, 5 result. So that'll be hit number 1, I believe, on this shooter. 3. So let's make that 5 and 9 look like 85. And that's going to bring us to a 2, 1, 2, 4 dice set, or 2V on top. 2, 1, 2, 4. And all bets set. 27 people playing along here. Dice out. Fingers did not feel centered. We regripped them. Left one a little bit higher than the right one, but we got a 4, 6, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end, Daddy Joe. Using a 2, 1, 2, 4 dice set. Again, I'm still not feeling any regularity or similarities between the throws. I'm just feeling just small little differences every time. Just trying to get this dialed in today. For some reason, it does not seem like it is. Maybe because it's so damn cold here. But who knows? Who knows? Not 27 thumbs up, says Lazy Dog. But anyhow, that was enough to get us out of the shooter. That is $168 brought back to the rack. We'll go bets down. We'll go 96 across now. 15 on 4, 5, 9, and 10. 18 on that 6 and 8. And that's going to bring us to a 2, 4, 2, 6. This is a different 2V in the top. 2, 4, 2, 6. This one is the upside down 2V. And we'll call it all but set here. Dice out. Food on nice and uniform down there. 3, 2, 5. That left one did pop off just a little bit. And as the Justice Gen, 3, 2, 5 is the result. And I was using a 2, 4, 2, 6 dice set with a 3, 2, 5 result. So that'll be a first hit after regressing. So we're going to make that 5 and 9 look like $25. First hit, we always suppress. After that, we'll trend bet the number that is being hit. That'll bring us to a 6, 3, 6, 2. Cross 6s on the top. 6, 3, 6, 2. And make some real chips. Cut off the potato. Cut the potatoes. Okay. So Lazy Dog's cooking this morning. Thanks. We'll see you, my friend. Have a good day. Slow down the arm swing and see what happens, says Mad Hatter. Okay, we'll give that a shot once. 6362. This is a cooperative thing here. Working together on the journey together here. So let's slow it down a little bit. 6362. Dice out. 213. They got the ace deuce Alfredo sauce. 6362 is a dissect. And we got a 213 result. Sometimes it's always easier for other people to see what the little small differences are in a person's throw that you can see from a distance or from afar that the person throwing cannot see. So that is always good to work together. And if done constructively, there's nothing wrong with sharing that information and trying to improve each other along this way here. So thank you very much for the suggestion. Got 30 people playing along here. Tonight is my first shift of the year. Back to work. Shush, Joe. You hollered at me for saying a bad word last week. You just made me say it again. Yeah, we got all best set here. Tonight is going to be the first night, so tomorrow I'll be tired and cranky. We'll be back on to our normal throwing thing. Don't want to pull down just because I hit goal. Keep it hot, Joe, says Glenn. 4-2, 4-1, dice out. And we have 6-5 mid-mo yo. That is true coming to us from above. And we need that 9 and 12 for the tall. So we're kind of close a little bit. 4-2, 4-1. Matt Haters had slowed the arm swing down, which actually did make sense for me. One of the things that I find is that when I'm slow and purposeful and I find that focal point at the back wall, it does slow down and becomes more intentional with the throw. And the faster you swing that arm, the less intentional it kind of feels. I know it's more of a mental thing than anything, but 3-6-3-5 is our new dice set. 3-6-3-5. I'm not really sure if that makes sense. Good morning, Professor Glitch. If you watch in the description, he's asking why I changed the dice set. If you watch in the description of this video, there's a video link. It says Advanced Rhythm Roll, and that'll explain exactly why I changed the dice sets. And they're all staying within the same dice set family, if you will. It's the 2V, the 3V, and across 6's dice sets. And there's either cousin 1 variety or cousin 2 variety. I stick with the same cousin variety throughout the same shooter, unless I notice something that will make me switch over to the other set. And all that's it here. But hopefully you watch that video, that'll kind of explain why I do this. And it helps me get mostly box number hits if I'm on for the day. Today we threw quite a few craps numbers, more than normal. But normally I stick pretty much with those box numbers by doing it this way. This is a form of rhythm rolling, if you will. This out. Dice did cross on me. Another 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So if my throw is on, we're primarily box hits by using this rhythm rolling way of things. This is something that was taught to me by George from CY. Who is considered to be one of the best dice shooters in the world, 3-6-3-5. And I've taken some of the stuff that he has taught me and tried to incorporate it into my own plan here at the CMJ world. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. It is hard to change, Matt Hatter. You're 100%. Less chin and more spins, says K Fisher. I agree. But hey, this is a learning channel as well. So 3-6. I'm sorry. No, we're going 4-2-4-1. 4-2-4-1. And that was no help for us. So we'll go all bets set. Nice out. So Jeff has Frank. I have K Fisher. That is awesome. 4-2, 4-1. Dice out. A little bit better. There's midnight. We got OMC craps, all the dots and all the spots, midnight. So again, it's an off throw, but the dice did come down nice and close to the back wall, relatively close together. And we got a 4-2-4-1 dice set. A 6-6-12 result. So all we need is Big Mac Daddy, the hard 9, and that'll give us the tall. The OMC craps did nothing for me, so go back 3-2, 3-6. And all that's set. Yeah, I know, Joel. But anyhow, all that's set here. Dice out. 3-2, 3-6. Dice split apart a little bit when you lift my fingers. And there we got a 4-6-10. Waylon's best friend on that end. Daddy Joe. That's our second Daddy Joe on this shooter, I believe. 3-2, 3-6 is the dice set. 4-6-10 result. So that'll be finally a number we can press up here. So we're going to make that 4 and 10 look like $25. Now, the next time we hit either one of those, there'll be a trend bet instead of a sister press. 2-4-2-6 is our new dice set. 2-4-2-6. But the way I'm setting the dice here, using the cousin one set, all of the numbers should result. If certain spins roll a certain way, so the 7 will show up the same way in all the cousin one sets. So that way I can change in between them, get a couple different numbers, but change in between them and be confident that if I keep on the same results here, that'll work out for us. I know that was a terrible explanation, but this out. 6-1-7. That is a note. Okay. 2-4-2-6 is the dice set. 6-1-7 out. So that's gonna be the end of shooter number 3. We got a double digit off of that one, I guess. That's a little better. So that means we're gonna stick with the cousin ones variety here. Yeah, the hordes are very prevalent today. Very prevalent. But we made $80 on that one, so we have $4,888 for our bankroll. 3-2-3-6 is what we're going to start over with again. 3-2-3-6. Yep, I did. That was a lot less dice action or with a slower swing. That's one of the ways to decrease that energy in the dice. And thinking about the big red too much. This table does have ears. Let's go all bets set and dice out. 3-2, 3-6. 2-3-5, the Justice Gen. So let's mark that point of 5, and this is going to be shooter number 4. 2-3-5. Using a 3-2-3-6, it's going to be a single pitch of the dice. And we're going to go again, 320 across. 15 to 4, 5, 9, and 10. 16, that's 6 and 8. Brings us to a 1-2-1-3 dice set. Cross 6 is on the bottom. 1-2-1-3. And I'll bet so. We got 30 people playing on. We got 30 people watching. Dice out. Midnight again. OMC craps. All the dots, all the spots. Midnight. I don't know why I'm getting so many aces and 12s today. But it is what it is. 1-2-1-3 dice set. 6-6-12 results. So lots of craps numbers today. Not normal for me. Three, 2, 3, 6. So that was a primer in the bottom, that last one. And all bet set. They saw it. Let them pop up and over. We got a 639, and that is going to be the soft 9, the Franks. And I was using a 1, 2, 1, 3 die set. 1, 2, 1, 3, 6, 3, 9 result. So no real dominant numbers today on the inside like we normally have. I guess the EO is probably the most dominant one here. And I guess the 5 as well, but not your normal session here. 2, 6, 2, 3 day set. And all bet set. Face out. We got an ace 4 truck and camper. So 1, 4, 5. And it's using a 2, 6, 2, 3 day set. 1, 4, 5 result. It's gonna be a winner 5, so the puck will come off. We'll make that 5 and 9 look like $85. Oops. And we'll make that up and off situation. And our new dice set will be a 2, 1, 2, 4 dice set. 2V on top, cousin 1 variety. 2, 1, 2, 4. And all bet set. Face out. It is working, Mad Hatter, 100%. I agree with you 100%. And again, that's one of those things that I was doing that I didn't realize I was doing, and I'm glad that you pointed that out. Here we go. In fact, it worked too well on that one. 1, 6, 7. That is a pass line winner. Come on, natural. Right one did not get all the way down. So, but that was a very good observation, and I'm glad you shared that. 2, 1, 2, 4. That's one of the hard things about throwing the dice and trying to be repeatable, if you will, is there's so many different small little things that you need to really think about when you're throwing them down to the end of the table to make sure that they work out exactly the same all the time. And that's what makes this game so challenging but so fun. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we'll call this all bet set. 3, 2, 3, 6. And dice up. Still looking for a point. This is shooter number 4. Another OMC craps, all the dots, all the spots. Midnight. 3, 2, 3, 6 day set. 6, 6, 12 result. So the field numbers should be popping today. More than normal. 3, 2, 3, 6. The OMC craps did nothing for my bets. We're looking for a come out number here. That was a pass line loser. Come out loser and all bet set. Face out. Yes, I did security for a long, long time too. I have 10 years of professional security experience. So I can totally understand and respect what you say there. 2, 6, 8. That is our first Duracell 8. So he says, go support free live content, give that thumbs up where deserved, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. 3236 is the day set. And we got a 268 result. So it's marked a point of 8. And that'll bring us to a 3236 dice set. Cousin 1, 3V in the top, 3236. That was a primer on the front side. All of our bets are turned back on again. Dice out. 314. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. This will be another shooter that we get out of. 3236. 314 result. Oh, I put the wrong one in there. Let's do this one here. I forgot. 3236 with 314. There we go. KPI is updated. And let's go on to Crapsee here. We'll bring our bets down. Again, 238 brought back on that shooter. 96 across. If I took everything down, we'd be at 5,030. So that puts us $150 short of our goal. So that'll bring us to a 2-3-2-1 dice set. 2-3-2-1 dice set. 2-3-2-1. 2 in the top, dice out. Dice did cross on us, and that's gonna be our first hard four, the hard fuzzy 4. 2-2. It's going to Cruise Brian from Holy Roller using a 2-3-2-1 dice set. It's gonna be a primary on top on both dice. Two hard 4. So that'll bring us back to a 3-2-3-6. And we're going to make that 4 and 10 look like 25 each. Two, 3, 6, dice out. And we have another Hardway set with the 3-3 hard 6 to double digit. Sorry, I didn't have that off the screen there. So we got a 3-3 hard 6 results. And I was using a 3-2-3-6 primary on top this time again. And that's going to allow us to go to $30 on that 6, $30 on the 8. We're going to drop in $3 to get to that point. 3-2-3-6 is what we're sticking with. 3-2-3-6. And dice up. 51.74 if I pulled everything down. So we are $13 away from goal here. Dice up. 156, perfect. I will take that. That is the KitchenAid mixer. 3-2-3-6 dice set. And 156 results. So that'll bring us over goal. So that's perfect. So that brings us at 5209 if I bring everything down. So that gives us 9 plus 13. So that's $22 to play with. Let's just pick up that 8 since that's the point. We'll just put $18 on that 8. That is our fun money now. So we may go. If you may go, put in the chat that you may go. Kevin Scott may go. So he's heading to the cage, he says. So congratulations. 4145 will be our dice set. 4145. Let's see if we can hit that primary on the top side here. And that'll give us a little bit more money to play with here. Dice out. 29 people still playing along. Still got 30 people watching. 20 thumbs up. I appreciate the support, everyone. Dice out. Regrip them. The dice are splitting. Center and focus. $6-5 Midmo Yo. Chiro coming to us from above. 4145 dice set. 6-5 Yo result. I've been having a lot of 6s show up on top on the dice. A lot of 6s today. So 6-5. That'll bring us to a 3-6-3-5 dice set. 3-6-3-5. 3V in the top upside down. All bets out. Looking for an 8. I'm given, says Matt Hatter. Thank you very much. Or 3-7. So I came down at the right time there. 4-3-7. And I was using a 3-6-3-5 dice set. Four, 3-7 result. So that is the end of shooter number 4. And let's do one more shooter here, guys. And to be warned here, we're going to do our Yuri grip. We'll go to our 5-4-2-3. We'll stick with that set, the all-winner set using the Yuri grip. So I'm not going to do any betting. This is just to be practice throwing for me. We will record this stuff. So I've been doing it for 196 days on this level. I have the stats I'll show you at the end of the show here, Professor Glitch. The stats for the last 196 days at the end of the show here. I'll show you that as of actually last week, Friday. But I have been doing this show here for 486 sessions at just different belt levels. If you check into my channel here, you'll see I have a black belt series. Started at white belt. We're at black belt right now. We're getting close to the end of black belt. We'll move it on to second degree black belt here in just a little bit. But anyhow, let's call this all bet set. This will be our last shooter for the day. After the shooter, I will go through all the statistics for this belt level. 5-4-2-3 using the Yuri style grip. And dice out. And we got 3-5 grape 8 for our come out. 3-5-8 using a 5-4-2-3 dice set. And we're going to stick with that dice set now throughout this roll. 5-4-2-3 with a 3-5-8 result. Marking a point of 8. And again, 5-4-2-3. I'm going to be going a little bit faster here, guys. So make sure you get your bets in pretty fast. And all bets out. Dice out. A little bit of a roll off. We had a 4-2-6. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. 5-4-2-3. The 4-2-6 result. What's the test to advance? The test to advance the second degree is putting up with all of you guys there, Glenn. In a 50 roller, I've come close. What is my record online is what on live is what 46 rolls. So I've come close. So maybe I won't pass. But my test is actually dealing with you guys. Come out, roll. Good morning. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Nice out. Using your grip 5423. Good morning, John. Everybody knows what that means. John showed up. He's doing a show today, and you know what you need to do with your bets. Nice out. Ooh, terrible throw of dice. Did split him in there. We got lucky. 213 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Again, another quick shout out to the two channels that I'm supporting this today is Craig from Obey Craps. Let's get him to 1,000 subscribers. And Alfredo's new channel is Alfredo TCS. Make sure you check out that. Give him a like and subscribe as well. And let's get his membership back up again since he's starting all over from scratch. 5423, dice set. Starting those bets off, says John. Yep. All bets set here. 30 people following along. Dice out. When you guys are done here, we'll go head over to Procraps. 6410, that is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. And John will probably be doing a show here in about 17 minutes, 5423, on the Procraps channel, his daily paycheck show. 5423. This community is awesome. It is amazing. I talked to Sheesh. Thank you very much for the super chat. That is very cool. $5 super chat from you, Sheesh. Let me know what color dice I'm using tomorrow because this is our last roll today. So you get to choose a dice color for tomorrow. Make sure you put in the chat what color you want me to start off with tomorrow. But one of the things I was talking about with my kids this weekend. $415 Trucking Camper is how awesome this community is. How I have friends all the way around the United States, and we could talk to each other and tease each other and have fun and talk to each other like we've been longtime friends. Even though I've met most of these people in the last 2 to 3 years at most, maybe 5 years at most. In fact, I said that Dice Degen we were razzing each other about the Packer game yesterday, how we might have the blue dice tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Ashish. How Glenn had $300 on that 10. Sorry, bud. Come on, the new videos for modified bubble craps strat. Please let me know what you think. We'll have to check it out. But how Dice DJ was talking to me about the Green Bay Packer game and Philadelphia game and how they're going to be meeting next week, and he's going to the game. And I said, I bet you I could talk to him and have him live stream right from the game so I could show the kids in the living room that he's actually there. And we got 314. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So that is totally cool how we can do this friendship and this long distance relationships with all of us and hopefully work together all on the same page so we can build and make this community stronger. There's a 314 Big Joe. 423 is what we're sticking with. And I'm not doing any betting here at all. Just practicing the Yuri style grip here. Had to override his request. Dan. The clear black pips. Clear dice black pips. They're funny. You send me some, Dan. I'll use those. Send me some. If you can find some clear dice with black pips, I'll use it here. So that way you can't see the dots and all the spots. You're funny. Dice out. So I'll expect some of those in the mail there, Dan. 437, and that is going to be an ouch. So that'll be the end of our rolls. Let's go through our statistics as soon as we get this entered in here. 5423 dice set with a 437 results. So that one did bring the stats down just a tiny bit here, but that is what it is. 7 rolls. And let's head it over. Let's go through our statistics for our results for today. For today, we have a 9.4 SOR. We have a 5.9 SRR. 3 come out 7s. We had an 8, 7, 12, 13, and a 7. Box numbers, inside numbers were low today. 4s and heads were expected. Come out 7s were high. Horns were high. Fields were high. Hardways were low. Looking at our black belt statistics, this is through the end of last week, Friday. We have 8,978 throws on black belt thus far with an SOR of 10.4, an SRR of 6.93, and a BSR of 7.22. Remember, our goals are on the bottom right side there, so we're not far away from that SOR goal. We have a few more sessions to get up to that 10.5, and let's give it a push, but that is my goal. My SRR goal is at 7.5, and our BSR, we are above goal on that one. So, Professor Glitch, hopefully that makes you look good. Really quick, we got Jen in the chat here. Good morning. Ouch. Thanks, John. She goes. Dice Dan says, did you happen to notice the Chicago Bears got 24 points yesterday? I did. Did you also happen to know that we didn't have our starting quarterback, one of our lead receivers in, and that honestly, it didn't do much good whether we won or lost because we were still taking number 7 seed in the playoffs this weekend. Professor Glitch is asking me why I'm doing my YouTube shows, why I'm in the casino making millions. I'm doing these shows because this is my practice time, and doing the shows here helps me spread what I'm learning, helps teach other people what I'm learning and what's going on. But I'm also doing it because this show here makes me consistent, and it makes me push myself to do a daily practice. So that way I can make sure that I am being the best that I can. And there are a lot of people that are in the chat here that have seen me throw in real life, and they can actually vouch for the practice that I'm putting in on a daily basis. But anyhow, 6.9 out of 9,000 rolls is nutty. It is. But we've had a very successful show here and successful practice. But anyhow, guys, thanks for joining in here. I will see you guys back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Time. This is my Craps Master journey. It is my, oh my God, I can't even do my outro. Anyhow, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey, everybody, be safe and be prosperous.